chances are you have no freaking clue what it actually does to your self-esteem by just dressing appropriately, dressing right whenever you're going outside, whenever you're going out there to work outside or to do other things. You have no clue what it actually does. So like as you can see here, you probably can't really see the color, but this is blue navy. And so I wear this three-piece suit. I've got my jacket over there. I wear this three-piece suit whenever I'm going out and I am in work mode. It's kind of like my uniform slash attire slash whatever you want to call it. And I notice that I work way better whenever I'm using that compared to whenever I'm just dressing up in my regular clothes. Plus, all of the interactions that I have on a day-to-day basis are just so much more positive. I feel so much more confident talking to people, and I feel like people treat you differently. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about that. My experience over the last couple months or so of just wearing a suit every single day, just going out there, three-piece suit. I've got an heirloom. I've got my grandfather's pocket watch that I just put in here, and just gotta let it hang on the chain. And yeah, honestly, it's pretty cool. So, as you might know, as you might be able to tell, if you watch my videos quite often, I post every single day. Recording inside right now because it's fucking raining outside. It's actually, this is like a storm passing by or whatever. So, felt like, yeah, this time we're gonna record inside first thing in the morning. Don't really give a fuck. Still have to put out a video. So, what have I noticed in my own day-to-day life? And I might just push this back so you can see more. So what have I noticed in terms of interacting with people whenever you're wearing more formal, more better, I guess more better taking care of your appearance, of your clothes, of your dressing attire, or whatever you want to call it. And so I kind of leave this open just to show that I'm a bit different than everybody else. Like, I have a tie. I don't really like wearing it, I'm going to be honest. But I will use it whenever I'm going to more of a formal gathering or whatever. So, what have I noticed? People treat you differently. People treat you differently whenever you're wearing a more of a formal attire when you're going outside. I notice this, especially I live in Auckland, New Zealand, and every single time I go out there on a Sunday, on a Saturday, on a weekend, or any like public holiday, I have no fucking clue when the public holidays are. People end up saying like, you know, it's a public holiday today, and I'm like, no, I don't actually know. Like, I don't fucking keep track of that because I don't care. But maybe I should take care of it. Maybe I should take that into account. I don't know, maybe. But regardless, people treat you differently. It's like, oh, why are you all dressed up today? And I'm like, because I want to make myself feel good. Dress good, feel good. And I want to make my ancestors proud of me. I don't want to just wear some fucking raggedy ass, shitty ass thing. It's like, oh, well, you're kind of overdressed for today, though. And I was like, yeah, well, you're underdressed, buddy. Like, what the fuck? And you've got a couple different people that interact with you on a day-to-day basis. Either some people who are really supportive, really encouraging, really like they say something like, oh, you're really just a beacon of light. Whenever I see you, you're always shining, always radiating, and it always feels great to just have you like just show up and walk around me, like just be there, you know. And you've always got those people when you're going out there into the world and you're having a chat with people. You're going from place to place. Like, I go from my house, my place, to the coffee shop to work on my laptop. Then I go to back home, and then I go to the gym, and then I might go to the tailors, or I might go to the dry cleaners for my suit, or I might go to X, Y, and Z, whatever it may be, okay? Might go to the library, might go to another coffee shop, might go to the store to buy some food, whatever, okay? And so whenever I go different places, people pick up on the fact that I'm dressed a certain way, and they remember me more. Because I've got a very different accent than the people who speak here. Like, obviously, most people who live in Auckland, New Zealand, have a British accent, right? So, in that case, I don't really have a British accent. So whenever they see this guy in this suit and they hear that I don't have a British accent, they're like, "Oh, that's interesting," and they make note of it, and they might ask for my name, and then they might be like, "Oh, that's not a very common name. I'm gonna remember that much easier," right? And so I noticed that there's this first type of people that is always complimenting you or always giving you good vibes or like having a good time whenever you're around. And then there are the other people that treat you like a bit differently. Like they treat you like, this guy's so pompous. This guy's so up his own ass, or like he feels like he's better than everybody else. Like obviously he should do more stuff to help us out. And it's kind of like the poor people mentality that think that the rich need to pay taxes, which they don't actually understand how economics work. So it's like, it's quite funny. Like I get a lot of interactions with a lot of different people. I talk with a lot of different people, and that's the common pattern I've noticed. There are people that think since you dress in a certain way, you must have a bunch of money, and in that case, you need to be giving back to the community more. And it's like, my friend, I'm not that rich, okay? Like, I'm barely making ends meet on my end. Technically, if I lost my only source of income tomorrow, I would probably be homeless with a suit on. That's it. It's not that hard, okay? This suit, this entire piece, probably cost me like, with the jacket and the shoes, it probably cost me around $500 New Zealand dollars. So that would be somewhere around the lines of 300 USD, 320, 340, maybe something like that USD for the entire thing. It's like I've got waistcoat, I've got shirt, I've got pants, I've got shoes, I've got socks, I've got jacket, I've got the whole thing, okay? So it doesn't actually cost that much. I know that I found a store actually heavily recommend, if you live in New Zealand, heavily recommend Taro Cash. It's kind of like a really niche suit store where you can buy really high quality shirts, high quality suits, high quality belts, all this kind of stuff, all the stuff that you can get for a suit, you can get it there. That's where basically what I got my suit pants and my jacket. I got it in a combo. It's kind of like a midnight color, blue, navy blue midnight. And for both of those, it only costed me like, I make maybe like less than $300. And then the shirt cost me like $100. And then this waistcoat like $90. And then shoes $160 or something like that. It's not that much, okay? But if you combine everything together into a singular package, it costs less, of course. So, by just wearing that, when you go outside, not only do regular people treat you differently, but you also, as a man, get a lot more attention from women. So this is what I've noticed. Whenever I go out there and I have a chat with a lot of different women, I only like to talk to the women that have high self-esteem, that were like, they dress modestly and they look pretty. Those are like my bare 3 basic criteria, okay? So if they don't fit those 3 boxes, I will not be talking to them, or I will not be approaching them. And if they end up talking to me, I might entertain the conversation really, like just a little bit, but like, to be perfectly honest, if they don't fit those 3 boxes, I don't want to talk to them, okay? Regardless, a lot of them just like, they stare, they smile, they're like, they're intrigued, they're always like, I catch a lot of women staring at me, and of course, looks do play a part in that, okay? But regardless, the simple fact that I'm the only guy dressed in a suit on a Sunday or a Saturday going to a coffee shop in the center of the city, because usually the people who wear a suit are the people who work in corporate like here in the city, okay? There's a bunch of like high-rise buildings where a bunch of people go there and work corporate and they're all wearing a suit. Now, they're not really wearing a waistcoat. Like this is like more of a rare fit, but they still could be wearing that kind of stuff. And so they often people who work, they often assume, you must be lucky you don't need to work in the office. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have an office job. I don't have a job. And they tell me like, oh, what the fuck? Like, what do you do then? And I'm just like, I help people. That's my business. My business is helping people. Business owners and regular people on the street that need help, I help them. And now I don't help everybody, but I do make it my business to help people. So most importantly, I get paid from helping other people succeed better in business. So like if you own a business and you sell a service or you sell a product and you're already quite successful selling it, I can help you sell it better to more of the right people that could be a better target market for you, or simply communicating your value, the product or the value of your product or your services to that target market more specifically. So that's what I do. And I don't usually, like, I like to keep it mysterious or whatever whenever I'm talking to people, like, yeah, I help people. And then they're like, oh, okay, what the fuck does that mean? And then I managed to get a conversation with them, whatever. But having the attire plus the personality plus the character playing kind of like the role whenever I'm going out there, and I'm like, what? You know, I'm not like obligated to answer your questions, right? Like I can decide like how do I answer them. It makes people more intrigued and more like treat you in a different way. Like for instance, whenever I interact with people at the coffee shop and I'm very nice and I'm very what's it called? I'm very respectful, very polite, very open, very honest, very nice to them. And usually what happens is, since I'm wearing this, usually they treat me a little differently. They treat me with more respect. They say like, hey, like maybe it's from time to time they'll give me something for free, or they offer something to me, or they say like, oh, would you like da da da, or like, would you like this, or like, I'll do this for you for free or whatever. And it's actually quite nice and quite refreshing to have those people start doing that more. And it feels like people care. People care more because when you're wearing this suit, it's a symbol of like how much you, I guess, how high of a standard you elevate yourself to. It's like I carry myself with very high standards whenever I'm going out there. And so the best way that I can reflect that on my dress code is by dressing the part at any point in time. My grandfather used to wear my great grandfather. He used to wear a suit all the fucking time whenever he would go out. You used to have a hat, a suit, I think this is actually his pocket watch, and that got passed down. And he would wear a suit all the time whenever he would go out to play at any kind of sports event that he would spectate, any kind of family event, because he used to be a doctor, okay? He's not among the living anymore, but he was a doctor. And so he would just go places and everybody would be like, oh, that's the guy with the suit. That's this guy. Like he always wears a suit. He's always clean and sharp. And everybody would be like, okay, that's this guy. And they would remember him. Because when you stand out like this, people pay attention to you more. It's like, this guy's been here a couple of times. It's interesting. Maybe I should talk to him. And whenever you're talking to people in the street, like for instance, whenever I go to the dry cleaners, they always remember me. Whenever I go to the library, or they always remember me. The people at the what's it called? The reception, I guess, whatever. Whenever I go to the bookstore, the person who owns the bookstore is like, you were in here last time, I remember. And it's key things, right? Key things that bunch up together that make you stand out more from the rest, and not in a bad way, okay? Not in a pompous way, not in a shit way, not in a oh, this guy feels like he's better than us way, okay? Like, most people are not going to treat you like that. Sure, there's going to be always some people that treat you like that, some weird people that are trying to talk to you, whatever. But at the end of the day, people would treat you with more respect if you treat yourself with more respect. Let me repeat that. If you treat yourself with more respect, people will treat you with more respect as well. And this is extremely true. Whenever I go out there and I'm dressed really well, I get comments from people, from random people I didn't even talk to. They just initiate conversation and say, hey, looking sharp today. Like, what are you dressed for? Is there a special occasion? Or like, what are you doing? Or like, what do you do for work? And it gets people to start the conversation more often instead of me starting the conversation with them. And it's like, it gets people intrigued as to what you do, right? So that's basically everything that I've noticed from going out there and interacting with other humans with more of a formal attire. Now, the second thing, like I mentioned at the start of the video, is it makes you feel better, okay? It makes you feel more confident. It makes you have more self-esteem in yourself. It have more also have more self-respect, because you're carrying yourself with a certain amount of standard. That's what I mentioned previously in the video. If you carry yourself with a certain standard, people will treat you differently. That's basically what I've noticed over the past few months, over the past few couple weeks that I've been just going out there and just doing my own regular stuff. People actually treat you differently whenever you dress differently. So, and this goes both ways, okay? This goes both ways. If you dress like a fucking homeless person, if you dress like a crackhead, if you dress like a stripper, if you dress like a street worker, if you dress like a regular sports guy, if you dress like a 304, if you dress like a businessman, if you dress like a professional, if you dress like a martial artist, it's the same thing, okay? It's like, ask yourself, what am I dressing like? Does it actually reflect onto me? Do people actually care? Do I want people to care? Do I, like, your outfit should reflect something about you. Your outfit should not be just picked randomly, okay? You should put more effort into your outfit, because not only does it allow you to fit in better with the environments and the places that you're going to, but it also helps you interact with people in a different way, because they can feel that you're different and they can pick up on things that makes conversation much easier. So that's basically all I have to say for this video, and a bit of a different thing, more of an I guess more of an observation more than anything. I've been doing a couple of videos recently, more of observations that I've noticed. Like, I did one on, like, I didn't really listen. I stopped listening to music outside, which I'm not doing anymore. The only time I'm listening to music is either at home or when I'm doing my workout at the gym. And even sometimes I might take my headphones off at the gym to just have a chat with some people, because started talking to a lot of people at the gym. So, because I'm a regular now. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to me that you're watching the video until the end. And with that said, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next one, as I post every single day. It's a beautiful day. It doesn't matter if it's fucking raining, okay? You can't really see, but it's raining outside. So we are back to work, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.